Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? So today I decided I was going to make a video and do some painting. When I set out, I was going to do one about perspective, but when I got thinking about it, as I moved towards, doing it, I realized that perspective has a lot to do with truth, and truth has a lot to do with perspective. I decided that maybe I should make it about truth. Maybe I should talk about truth, and in that we'll find perspective. And so that's what I want to do. I want to talk about truth. Imagine this shiny gold thing is like the housing for truth. And inside here is a brilliant white light. Pure light. Truth. Okay? And then, so here we have the truth of anything. Pick a thing, and this is the truth of it. And then over here, we have perspective. Depending on where the perspective you're talking about sits, it has a different degree that it's looking at the truth from. And so it only sees a certain field of view, right? Depending on where it is. Now at the end of each one of these perspectives on the truth, there are degrees of angles, because not everybody brings other things to their understanding of truth of something. And so we bring different things of our own, of our memories, of our experiences, right? So everybody is slightly askew of each other, because nobody sits exactly in the same place on everything. So the things you bring to it are not the same as what someone else brings to it. So it's unique to you. And so there are oodles of them, degrees and perspectives. And so on one side, you would have all the degrees and perspectives of completely 100% agree with all the positives of this truth. And over here, on the other side, you would have all the degrees and angles and whatnot of perspectives of opposition to it, completely and totally opposed to it, and then degrees every which way of that, all the way to halfway in between, where they all meet. None of those degrees, angles, none of those perspectives can see all of the truth. They can be like the ones beside them, a little bit, and they can understand the ones that are very close to them, but the further away you get from them in degree and angle and perspective, the further they are from understanding each other. Now, all of those things, none of them are actually the truth. They're all parts of the truth. You know what I mean? They're all perspectives on it. But the truth wouldn't be the truth without all of those things around it, proving that the truth is the truth, because they all have a thread of truth running through them. Different size of thread, different amount of thread, but they all have a thread of it running through them. And so the only way to truly know truth, just like when you're looking at art, the only way to truly know the truth of the message that's in that art is to see it from all perspectives, right? Every angle, every degree, every perspective, even the one that means you're offended by it. All of them. You have to know them and understand them. And then, the little box opens up and the truth comes out. And then your perspective becomes the truth's perspective. And so you are inside with that little white light, looking out at all the other perspectives that make your perspective, the truth, true. And so that's what we're looking to do here tonight with the painting, is I want to express that in a way that when people look at it and they know that, they'll be able to find things in there that for them speak about truth. There's no anything that is wholly positive. It needs a negative to prove. you can't have good without having bad to show you how good can be. You know, you can't have light without darkness to prove that light exists. You understand? That's how I feel about truth. And today we're going to do some art to express that the best way we can. And I hope you enjoy it. And I hope maybe you glean something from it. Put the art at the end of the video for a steady amount of time so that a person can get a screenshot. Because I'd like you to take the time, if you're willing, to look at this thing from every degree and angle you can think. Far away, with squinted eyes, you know, looking down, looking over, look from the side, tip it upside down, turn it this way, turn it which way you can think of to look at it. Look at it until you glean something new. Eventually you'll have found many things, and they'll probably have meant something to you. It's magic to make something come out of something else, you know, or make something do something without touching it. That's what magic is. You know what I mean? Wave a wand and have something appear. So I put intention and purpose in the air, and I drag a trowel across it, and then I cut it with knives, and I try to have no control over what I'm doing. I just let it flow, and what comes out comes out. But surprisingly, time after time, I'm finding bits and pieces of myself in it. I'm finding all kinds of things that, if you really think about it, are expressing the thing that I was putting in there in the first place as a want to express. And so, yeah, I hope that you'll be able to see that light too. And if you do, consider it my gift to you. All right, check out the video. Okay, so we're gonna do a painting. This is my first one for YouTube, and I wanted to show you what I do and how I do it. Like I said, this one's gonna be about truth, and so I'm gonna put in the colors of the spectrum of light, because I believe that light and truth are equivalent, the same, and it's my mission, you know, it's my goal in life to bring light to everyone. So I'm hoping through this art, you know, it's going to shine through. And so the way I do things, I'm going to do it a little different because, you know, to put it on video, I can't really turn the lights out. And I really like to do it in the dark so that I can't see the colors at all, so I can just see the paint, because I try and not control it in any way. It's very random. So the first thing I do is I put my intention in the canvas. So that's what we're going to do now. And I like to call to energies of the universe that would like to share that light, help create an understanding of that light that we're trying to glean through it, to put in there for people to find. I like to ask them to come, you know, put their stank on it and help express that. So the way I like to do it is I put my hands on the painting like this, and I think about the thing that I want to express, and I say, I want to show people truth, the light and the dark of it, and I want that to be expressed here for all to see if they're willing to open their eyes. And so I call to the energies of the universe that represent truth and truths. And I ask them if they think this is a worthy endeavor to come put themselves in it, so there will be more light in here for people to see. And so then I just lay down some of this flow stuff. And I picked three types of flow stuff. There's matte, gloss, and iridescent. And so I like matte because there's a plainness in everything, you know. And matte is very simple, like plain. And then I like to use gloss because when we're talking about people in general, despite the matte that we are at our core, we all put a shine on for others, you know? And so I use gloss for that. I put a little bit of gloss. And then, no matter who we are or what we do in life, you know, all the choices we make that make us up, there's something special inside everyone that you can't hide. It finds a way to shine through. And for that, I like to use the iridescent flow. And so, like I said, the colors I picked have to do with the spectrum of light. And so the first color I'm going to use is purple. That's the fastest in the spectrum. And so I'm just going to put some random purple on here in the opposite sides, because the sides oppose each other. And truth wouldn't be truth if there wasn't some opposition with the thing that actually opposes it. You know, there has to be an opposition there, because they are not the same. They just promote the same understanding. So next I'm going to use cyan. Put a little bit in there, and a little bit in there. And so there's no real rhyme or reason to it, except I'm putting it in the order that they go as far as the spectrum of light. So some yellow here, and it doesn't matter if they intermingle, it just is what it is. It's all random. That's the point in what I do. It's just chaos, you know? I'm not really in control, other than I'm trying to not be in control at all. I'm trying to affect it as little by purpose at all. I just want my intention and my purpose for the thing to shine through without me, you know, forcing it. And so there are energies and spectrums of light that we can't see. And so I've chosen this enchanted white to represent those. And I've chosen this enchanted black to represent its opposition, because that just has to be in there. And then I chose regular white and black to represent the good and bad and everything. And so I'll just slam some of that in there, some of this in here, some of this in here. Ooh, it's feisty. Just like that. And then, normally, this would be where I go turn the lights off, and then just come over here and drag the trowel across, and then I cut it with the knives. And so I can do it when I see the colors, but it takes a little more concentration just to make sure that I'm not forcing anything. So I'm going to take my glasses off, because you can see better without them in a way, even though you can't. All right. Here we go, YouTube. No, that's it. And that's all there is to it. Now, I'm just going to let this dry, and then I'm going to take a really nice picture, and I'm going to stick it at the end of the video for a good 30 seconds, 45 seconds, so that you can take a screenshot. And now the thing is, with the art I do, whatever comes out of this, you saw I have no control over, other than smearing some color. there's going to be some cool stuff in here, and then there's going to be some meaningful stuff if you're willing to look deep enough. And you need to kind of take a screenshot so you can flip the thing around and look at it from every angle you can find, because there is something in here. Once you take the time to find something and then push it away and move it and turn it and look from a different way and see something else and see something else, eventually you will see all those perspectives in your mind as you have this catalog of different things you found over time when you looked at it. That little catalog will start opening up on its own inside you, and you'll realize how they're all connected and how they're all connected to something that was meant for you to glean from this. And I just pulled that out of the chaos through intent and purpose and action. And that's it. The more you let go, the better it comes. And it takes a lot. I've watched artists that were amazing in my life do things that I just couldn't understand how they did. And then once I discovered this, I realized those people just know how to let go. And the expression just flows from you. It just flows. I hope you take the time to look into it, take a picture, and see what's in there. There's magic in there. We just did magic together. You watched me do it. I just pulled something with just intent and purpose. And it's in there. Thank you.
Ganja meditation, ganja my brain. Ganja we take away my stress and strain. Ganja meditation, ganja in my brain. Marijuana take away my stress and pain. Ganja meditation, ganja in my brain. Marijuana take away the stress and pain. Ganja is the medication, ganja is the cure. Police and them a fight the marijuana for sure. Purify me heavens and they make me feel pure. And the way to Cali with me bring it on door. Ganja in the meditation, ganja in my clothes. Ganja meditation, ganja in my brain. Ganja we take away my stress and strain. Ganja meditation, ganja in my brain. Marijuana take away my stress and pain. Ganja meditation, ganja in my brain. Marijuana take away the stress and pain. Ganja is the medication, ganja is the cure. Police and them a fight the marijuana for sure. Purify me heavens and they make me feel pure. And the way to Cali with me bring it on door. Ganja in the meditation, ganja in my clothes.
As we roll, blowing on endo, top, feeling the wind blow, yeah. We done smoked the whole quarter pound, but ain't no been smoking blunt the blunt around the clock. I got my choke. Where the fuck my weed smokers at? My green leaf chokers at? If you raised up your head, go ahead and smoke.